What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sparky CJ here, back again with another episode of Poke Talk. Today's episode is Game Freak running out of Pokemon designs. The reason why I say this because of the fact that Mega Evolutions was brought in into the sixth gen. And you look at it, is that with Kalos, Kalos has the least amount of Pokemons in all generations. I think it being around like 80 something Pokemons. And now since they got Mega Evolutions, it's like another way of like bringing in more designs rather than bringing designs for new Pokemons. I mean, I know I was partially talking about this with the other members of the Poke squad, and it's just the reason. It's kind of like my mindset is that I guess in the sense that we're gonna have a Generation 7, but I know that now that Mega Evolutions is now a thing, they're gonna bring it. It's gonna be more evolutions, more Mega Evolutions, and then it could be a few more Pokemons. But the question you guys gotta look at is that why did they bring Mega Evolutions into the picture anyway? Again, is that some kind of way is that we're tired of making designs for all new Pokemons, and so we're just gonna make Mega Evolutions for all the old Pokemon, not every single Pokemon, because not every single Pokemon can get one, but all the full, the final evolution ones and the legendaries, but not like, pre-evolution and the second evolution. And so I look at it and be like, that could be true, is that Game Freak is actually tired of making regular Pokemon designs, or this whole new Pokemon, and be like, yes, they might be a Generation 7, and yes, they're gonna make more Pokemons, but but in a sense, how many Pokemon do you think they're gonna make for this Generation 7? I mean, could it be less than Kalos? Could it be a little more than Kalos? I don't think it's gonna be like, you get the the original 150, like the original 152 or 151, something like that. I don't think it's gonna be in the hundreds. It could be, but it's just, I have to hear this. I have no problem with Mega Evolutions. I love Mega Evolutions, but I'm just saying is that they brought it up for, I don't know why I say brought it up, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Is that there's a reason for them to do that. Yes, all they're new designs for the original Pokemons, but I'm talking about new designs for all new Pokemons. I feel that that's probably the reason. I feel like it's the reason why Game Freak is doing that. Is that it's one to appeal to all the past generations. Again, Generation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to back up to 6. But the way you kind of break it down is that in Generation 7, you might kind of think of what's gonna be the next Pokemon game? Would it actually be like a new generation game, or there might be a remake of Pokemon Pearl and Platinum? When they remake that, I think it's gonna be exactly the same as Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Is that a lot of Pokemon in that generation is gonna get Mega Evolution, and probably a few of them probably it could be like a few on 5th gens, and probably a few more 2nd gen, 1st gen. And then they're going, and then I think by the time they make Mega Evolution for a 6th gen besides Deancey, it could be Generation 7 or it could be Generation 8. But then again, I guess I'm getting off the topic of being that and I guess what I was talking about is that when do you think Pokemon's going to end? But I think that's going to be a whole new. I think it's going to be a whole nother topic for a whole nother video. But back into the whole this Pokemon design thing again. I love Mega Evolutions, but I feel like the reason why Game Freak made it a thing is because they're getting tired of making new Pokemons every single generation, and they're just like, they look at a Pokemon like Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, and be like, I want to improve on that design. I want to make it different. And that's exactly what they did. Mega Evolution. And again, when you got Pokemon like Charizard with the X and Y transformation, the Mewtwo X and Y, you kind of look at, well, can all Pokemon have an X and a Y transformation? I don't think so. Not all of them. Obviously, that makes it a whole nother designs for them to either make it. You know what I'm saying? And again, they're just improving on the original Pokemon rather than make a whole new design for another Pokemon. But I feel that, in my personal opinion, I do feel like GameStop. But I think Game Freak is running out of Pokemon designs, and that's the reason why Mega Evolution is a thing. I'm thinking logical. I'm not thinking, that's not it, Ty. You know what I'm saying? You have to really look at it. I know that, you don't question it, just enjoy it. But, hey, it's a Poke Talk episode, and, hey, you guys leave your comments. Do you guys think, is Game Freak running out of Pokemon designs and stuff like that? But I think to this topic, I think that's all I really have to say. Is just, so I guess the final verdict is that I think Game Freak is losing interest in making new Pokemons, even though they can continue making a Generation 7, 8, maybe even 9. but in the sense of even with those like future generations, they might be less actual new Pokemons, but way more Mega Evolution. So you might say that you say if Pokemon continue going on and on to like let's say Generation 10, almost I can say almost half of the Pokemons created. Actually, you can't even say half because then if they make more Pokemons, it increases the number. But let's say at least 25% to like 30% of all Pokemons that's already created will have a Mega Evolution. But at the same time, you have to count out of what 718 Pokemons. Out of those Pokemon, you gotta count how many are actually final evolutions and the legendaries, and then so that means you gotta take out all the pre-evolutions and the first stage evolutions. You gotta take those guys out. And so I mean, again, I don't know. You gotta look that up and really break down the number. Well, but yeah, that's all I have to say. I think Game Freak is running out of designs, but hey, that's my opinion. Leave a comment. I want to hear you guys. Give me your opinion. Give me your opinion on the subject, and like, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.